be inspired. That means let those things outside of you act on you and live in the attitude of awe of this life, of this world, and be inspired. Let yourself be inspired, by the simple things, just by somebody, reaching down and taking somebody's hand, helping them up, by somebody smiling, by somebody caring, by somebody cleaning up. It's not their park, but they walked through and they saw a piece of garbage and they picked it up. Let that inspire you. And what that does is it inspires you to be like that, to have that part of that goodness rub off on you. Be inspired by simple things. Watching somebody really exercise. I was watching somebody run the other day, and they were really running, and I realized, goodness, that could inspire me to really up my game, to really engage myself when I exercise. And I found myself being inspired by that. And I love that attitude. When you are inspired, you live on a different plane. You look at life with different eyes. Be inspired by that simple act of that butterfly flying. How does it do it? And then go back through its life, realizing that it first started out by being a caterpillar, then it went through its cocoon stage, and then it emerged as a butterfly. That is inspiring. The way the raindrops fall down perfectly, and then they hit, and then they bounce and make a ripple effect. Be inspired by that. Realize that there is so much to life to enjoy, to live, to be curious about. Be inspired by those people who do their jobs. Those nurses, the teachers, the policemen, the firefighters, those people who are there because they want to give back to society, not because they're there to hurt or to cause harm, but because they care. And it should inspire you. Be inspired by the simple sunset, looking at it, realizing those colors are amazing, watching the sun rise, watching the way fish swim. I mean, there are so many things to just say wow. Just say wow about. Be inspired by the way somebody takes care of their siblings, or the way people may take care of you. When you start living in the attitude of being inspired, then you look at life completely differently, completely. And I have found that when I live that way, then I start looking for things. The way people manicure their property, their lawns, the way the lawns are extremely well taken care of, the way the hay bales are baled perfectly. Little things that are big things are inspiring. The way somebody really takes pride in their work. Be inspired by that. Take that attribute and take it as part of you and realize this is something I can use. And when you start living that way, then you start realizing that there is so much to be aware of. There is so much to be in awe of. There is so much to say wow about. When you look through that looking glass like that, you see a different world. Yes, there are problems, there are nastiness, there's a lot of things. However, you don't see it as acutely. You don't see it as the forefront. You see it behind the beautiful moments, the beautiful acts. Be inspired by the night sky. When you're sitting there looking up at it, what do you see? What do you feel? Be inspired by the clouds. What do you find there? Do you still look to see if you can find shapes in there? Be inspired by the simple things. And when you live that way, then those simple things become a part of you. And you will be completely inspired by life. So be inspired. Live in the attitude of wow. And be inspired about life.